Due to an overwhelming amount of comments, and by overwhelming I mean some, I've returned to unearth and discover more references and relics of the prequels and the Clone Wars. However, I think we've exhausted the Force Unleashed now. So now we venture into the story of the Ginger Jedi himself, Cal Kestis, with Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. So this game, for the most part, has some really on-the-nose Clone Wars era iconography, with it being set just 5 years after Order 66. However, there are definitely some details that you would have missed on your first playthrough, and I'm hopefully going to point out some of those today. Another point of note is, compared to The Force Unleashed, this game's prequel details are kind of tinged with a sadness and a somberness that was missing in The Force Unleashed, So like most things, the best place to start is the beginning. Oh my god! Many Venators. This is what we want. Look at this. First time I played this, I was in this. Oh my god. So the first mission is actually played through Clone Wars Shipyard, just pan around the whole environment and see all these ships and Venators in the background. There's no other CIS ships at this point. It's just all Republic stuff. Come on. I mean, this is graphically, obviously, this is a step up from Force Unleashed as well. Like, you can just tell. It kind of hits a little bit more. So then you get this great shot. Look at that. It's our favourite thing from The Force Unleashed. A Lucrehulk, there he is. He makes a brilliant cameo. There he is, the big donut. The scaling is also right in this game. They've got that Disney money behind them. I mean, you'd expect it for a game that's a newer game than The Force Unleashed. There's no wonky scaling in this game. So after you're done climbing through all this bit, I saw something that kind of tickled my fancy a little bit out there. Kind of hyped me up a little bit. We've got a couple of LA-80s, and then off in the distance I can spy with my little eye some ATTEs. So at this point, I'm getting quite hyped up. This is going to be a good scene. This game is just so... even going back and playing it visually, it's so impressive. So on that field down there, we can see a few ATTEs, got some LA-80s as well. There's an ATST walking around, but, we're not bothered about that right now. We're bothered about the Clone Wars stuff. And on that point, if you spin all the way back round, you'll see, obviously, you've got the LA-80 there. You've got a pile of battle droid parts, which I think is the only place that you see this in the game. And weirdly enough, this is the only place that you see a lot of these things. They're not reused. The LA-80s are, but the ATTs and these battle droid bodies aren't used anywhere else in the game. I'm pretty sure anyway. Don't quote me on it, but I didn't see them on my playthrough. We've got a pile of clone helmets there as well. That's just very cool. Very, very cool. I don't know what it does. It just does something to me inside. It's cool. Some ATRTs there as well. I'm wondering if these are just like copied and pasted from Battlefront. It's not the same company, but I suppose they could have shared some assets over or something. Maybe. I don't know, because it seems a bit weird that they've made this. They've made all these models and then not used them anywhere else in the game. Seems a little bit. If they have done them, then that's good. But look at that scene there. This is what I mean about the sadness. It's quite ominous. How the hell do you say that word? What the fuck? Ominous. Yeah, it's quite ominous and eerie. Look, with all the fog down there as well. The stillness, look, there's no music in this part. I'll play it right now. But you're just looking over all these basically corpses of just forgotten, disused machinery. So then when you climb up this very precarious situation here, you end up with your lovely little mate up here, and bang! A Jedi Interceptor. This one is actually quite close to the ones in The Force Unleashed. It's in one piece, but it's got the same vibe. It's all kind of grey and brown. It's dirty. It does give me that, reminds me of that game. But this is very cool. This whole scene is quite cool. Which one do I prefer as the coolest ship? I don't know. You tell me. Which one do you prefer? Hey, LA-AT or the Jedi Interceptor? You tell me. So there's not really that much else in this first mission, because obviously it's like a bit of a tutorial mission of all your skills and stuff. The actual set piece and the planet that it's on is very, very visually impressive and just immensely cool. Just seeing all those ships in the background. that aren't JPEG, you know, PNGs like they were in the other game. You can actually see the like 3D models. Just very cool. And a little bonus fact for you here that I researched this afterwards. If you look through the concept art, it shows you Bracca, which is this planet, the shipyard. And in their actual concept art for it, it was a lot different. You've got the Imperial occupation there. You've got the Imperial present. But if you notice in the background, I think that is a Separatist like frigate ship. Kind of looks like the Invisible Hand. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what that is. And then below that, there's a couple of ships down here that are Separatist ships. That one, I'll put the name on that one on screen. That one features a lot in the Clone Wars. I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head, but I'll put that on screen now. And that one, I'm not sure what that one is, but you can see the Separatist insignia on the side of that. Very cool. I wonder why they chose to change that. This one here as well, this is also Bracca. I presume this is further on in development. So we've got the Venators there. We do have the Lucre Hulk in the background. On this bit down at the bottom, it looks like there's some Sarlaccs. A couple of Sarlaccs that they're chucking a load of business into. Chucking a load of shit in there. In the actual game, there is like a Sarlacc-esque creature that they are doing that too, but it's not the same. That looks like your traditional Sarlacc, you know what you think of when you think of a big hole in the ground. So the next stop that we're going to look at today is Kashyyyk. If you remember from Revenge of the Sith, the big battle there, where Yoda nearly gets his head shot off. There's a specific area of this map where there is quite a lot of Clone Wars remnants. There's not too much, but what is there is very, very cool. And also, again, it's got that tinge of like sadness to it. I don't know what it is. Like, you'd have to go and like play the game yourself. I thought you could kind of teleport between the two, like in Elden Ring, your bonfires. So like your meditation points, I thought you could like teleport between them, but apparently you can't. You've got to run all the way there and all the way back, which is quite annoying. And I don't remember if they changed that in the second game or not. The rocket launcher boys, there they are. Excellent shots, every single one of them. Come on, lads. Go on. Oh, dear. So this one, on my first playthrough, completely missed this. This is something I didn't know was there. And researching this video, playing the levels again, I found this. Look at that. That is a Caterpillar tank, a NR-N99 Persuader class droid enforcer tank. There it is, it's submerged in this pool. I think that's sick. And I'm pretty sure this is the only Separatist like wreck that you can find in the whole game. Like this is stepped up a little bit from Force Unleashed. This is actually submerged in a pool. Submechanophobia, is that it? Is this triggering submechanics? You can scan this and it'll give you a little bit of a database entry about it. So coming out of this pool is our next two beautiful examples of, I mean, these are the classics. Now, you can't have Clone Wars references without these two bad boys. We've got an LAAT right there, and one on the other side as well. Look at these beauties. Not only are they crashed, smashed, you know, if you compare them to the ones in The Force Unleashed, they're just kind of sat there and rusted or whatever. These are embedded into the environment, and you can see that the trees and the foliage has grown around it and into it. I think that's the details that you want, that makes me smile. You know what I mean? Look at them. So next you've got to run through all these buggers that are trying to kill you, stab you, maim you, injure you, destroy your soul, destroy your body. Run through all of this. You don't need any of this in your life. Swim a little ways down there as you're going to transfer into the next area, and then, oh my god, there's another LAAT there. However, this one quite possibly is the most eerie one of the whole game. Like, come on, like, look at this thing. How did it get there? Submerged completely in the lake, battered to shit, it's rusted as hell, and just, it's almost crashed. I don't know how it would get there. It's crashed into the lake, obviously. There's a whole tree that's grown on top of it. I don't know how it would have shimmied its way underneath there, but it looks so cool. Man, there's dead clones in there. What the hell? That is so grim. This is what I mean about it being, this is sad, This has nothing. It has just this silent kind of, this track in the background, very subtle. And then you're just looking at this. Rest in peace. boys. Jesus. So the last remaining couple of things on Kashyyyk is really just a couple more LA-80s. There's one on this one you could miss quite easily. There it is. Another crashed load of lads there. Poor fellas. I mean, this is cool. Like, look at this game. This game is the real deal. But yeah, this LA-80 has been just completely decimated. Look at that. And again, there's no over-the-top soundtrack to this. You can just, all you can hear while you're watching this scene unfold is just the creaking of the trees, the creaking of the vines. But I mean, I urge you to play this, get up to this point, and have a look at this LA-80 and just listen to the creaks. This makes me sound like an absolute little freaky nerd right now. But this is what I did because I'm sad. But just look at it. Have a proper look at it, try and see all the details, and just listen to that creak. Look at that. I mean, the song that, I don't know if it's the same for everybody, but the song that it played in the background here almost gave it that little bit of a Clone Wars-y feel with the trumpets, the percussion stuff. You know, it gives it that bit of a kick, dead and quiet. So as you progress towards the Venator, you jump down into the little pool that's outside, and the first thing that I noticed in this little bit of water, bang, Arc 170. Look at that. These weren't on Bracca at the beginning, so this is a new model that they've used. I feel like they could have put like an ATT in the water as well. There's not a lot of stuff going on in this pool outside. There's literally just that one Arc 170 in the water there. And then you swim up to the shore, and there's another one. Right. This is also immensely cool. I think all the designs of the Republic ships in the prequels they're just mint.
Hello.
Jesus flipping hell. This fat knacker here and his little boyfriends, his sons. I'm trying to do something here. Like, did you just leave me alone? For Christ's sake, man. Big fat knacker and his little henchman. Oh, leave me alone. Anyway, I mean, this guy almost looks like he's crash landed. Maybe this guy's tried to fly out when it's been crashing. The Venator's coming down, tries to fly out, and then something's happened, and he's just spun it around and landed in the ground there. You got to deal with a few of these Viper probe droids. We're finally entering the Venator. And it's really fun, look! Yay! Ooh, flying down here! Yay! 3, 2, 1, there! LA-80. Now we're in the wreck. There's another Arc 170. This one is in very bad state. There's hardly any of it, just the main body. I think, is it cooler that they're underwater, that most of these are just like completely submerged? I think that's pretty cool. There's another Arc 170 here. What the hell is that? There's 2 blokes inside there. Oh my god, this is grim. What the hell? Look at them. That is sad. They're not clone pilots though. They are just normal clones, so these guys have tried to escape. They've just gone, screw this, I'm getting out of it, and then they've ended up in the water down here. Look at them though in there. Very eerie. Really, it's cool though, isn't it though? Cool and sad. So just past this Arc 170, they've got this poor bastard. Oh god. It's like all those cave diving memes at the minute. Oh, there you go. And then we've got these 2 boys here. Look at this, man. I mean, I know there was the clone armor in the Force Unleashed that you could kick about, but these have got the full guys in them. There's 2 Tamora Morrisons in there. So one of the things that I noticed about these 2 is obviously you've got the normal standard white armored clone trooper, but then you've also got this guy, which is a rather interesting choice because this is the Legion that was introduced in this game, and that was Cal Kestis's Legion. You can tell by the yellow kind of arrows on him. I don't know why is this guy here, but you know, it doesn't really make sense. It's just that one guy with the yellow markings there. I'll put the Legion on screen, but yeah, look at this. I mean, you can jingle them about, which is kind of funny. Look. Yeah, look. Yeah. Now these little buggers again. See ya. Like I say, I mean, this is kind of interesting. It might have been one of these big rat bastards, but there's a human skeleton there. We've got a dead clone trooper in this hole. I know you can scan that belt there. I think that's the Jedi Padawan's belt in this hole. There's a story to this Venator's crash where the Jedi and his Padawan are trying to escape from Order 66. And you can kind of follow that, exploring this place, and you'll get clues as to what has happened. So you can actually tell from here, I think this is one of the most interesting parts. This is the main hangar bay, where, you know, in the Venator, the roof opens like that, and then all the ships come out. It goes all the way down. The detail is unbelievable. Hang about. What the heck? This is that little lad that I pushed off before. Hey! He's friendly. You're alright, actually, aren't you, lad? You're not bad, you. Yeah, you're not bad. I'm sorry about pushing you. And there's these 3 dead clone troopers. But one of the weird things about this is if you actually look at the clones, one of them appears to be a spectral entity of some kind. It's like a ghost. I don't know if this is just my game. You feel free to check in your own, but look at that. It's like a ghost. And the light flickering as well, it just adds to it this spookiness.
I am the clone spirit of CT 45629496284629825.
So here's a better look at the main hangar area. Look at that. There's no music. It's dead silent. And all you can hear is the droplets of water. This all adds to just that feeling of kind of sadness. Oh. Someone's Uber's gone the wrong way. And then there's also, yeah, there. LA80, another one. Kind of doesn't make sense, though, this placement. Why is it there? A room with a bunch of dead clones in it. So these 2 are clones, but then this one is a stormtrooper. Maybe they meant to put another clone in there, but they put a stormtrooper. They just thought it was interesting. You've got the bridge of the ship. There it is. Very cool. Again, deadly silent now. Very deadly silent. So then if you come back outside, there's another room that we can explore. So you come through here, there's a dead clone commander in here. But he's also his Legion as well, with that other clone that's in the water. These 2 are the only ones. I mean, for me, you could have easily have just made that red. Like the pauldron and the stripes red, and then it's a different Legion or something. But they've just kind of copied and pasted it. I don't really care that much, but I just thought it's interesting that they've just put these lads there. But yeah, again, look. No music, just the fan going round, and then this guy, dead. Very quiet. Hey, look at this fella. No bed. So the last thing that I want to show you, and there's just a skeleton sat there in the water. He's got all that crooked neck. Look at you. He's like, yeah, I don't know who that is. Might have been scannable. It might be the Jedi Master. I can't remember because I've already done it, and I'd have to start a whole new game to find out, and I wasn't gonna do that. Final thoughts on this video. Like with the other one, these are just extremely cool. They're extremely cool. But this one has the added layer of it just being graphically far superior to The Force Unleashed. A lot more detail. And also that it's just got that edge to it, that it's got that sadness. The quiet, I mean, looking through the Venator and walking through Kashyyyk and seeing all these wrecks. And then, especially with the bodies inside, I mean, that was pretty grim. But it's also so quiet. It's like you can take it all in. But yeah, thank you for watching this video. If it does well, and if you want me to do it, I'll do, because I know in Jedi Survivor you've got the big Lucrehulk and the droids that you can fight and all that. I can't remember it off the top of my head though if there's anything else apart from just those 2 things. I'd have to have a look into it. But then also, like I said at the beginning, there is the Force Unleashed Wii and Switch versions, which are completely different to the Xbox and PlayStation versions. I played a few levels of it, and there's already very, very different ships and stuff that you can see in the background of Raxus Prime. So if you want me to do a video on that, I'll do that. But otherwise, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.